好，
拜拜。
仲有睇下先，仲有半個鐘可以直接利物浦開波啦。我發現 FIFA 17啲人已經偷跑咗咯，好唔開心啊！因為我上網 pre-order 咗，要過2日先有得玩。咁而家繼續 NBA 先啦，唔緊要啦。同埋我個手掣咧，一插咗線咧又好怪。琴晚試過都俾大家睇下個怪嘅情況。嗱，佢會自己撳 L2R2喎，我冇撳啊而家，唔知點樣先會出現呢個情況。我先掹咗佢，插翻嚟先。一樣咯，哇，仲嚴重咗。如果插第二個手掣咧，一樣唔緊要啊，玩一鋪先啊。睇下會唔會叻機啊？其實唔係部機叻啦，係嗰個網絡窒啊。冇聲。restart 呢個嘢。shut down 唔到啊！唔知開唔開翻？喂，呢嚿嘢好用嘅，如果你係用 Windows 7咧，咁可以上網 download 呢嚿嘢咯，就可以喺電腦嗰度 remote play 個 PS4，因為佢官方個 remote play 只係支援 Windows 8或以上嘅。好，咁翻去呢個 game 度。做咩啊？我受傷啊！佢話我越嚟越攰喎 ，increasingly tired。
Oh my gosh, babe, that game was so good.
Good, right?
Oh, that was so good.
我條女啊
You guys seem to really be clicking out there.
Finally, I'm telling you.
Oh, So do you think you're finally settled in?
Yeah. I mean, it took a while, but I feel like we're getting there.
Oh,
And I feel
so
like
good.
I'll be a little more settled in once you move in full
佢
time.
叫佢同
You
居啊！
mean after I graduate?
Yes, after you graduate. Why are you so surprised?
No, I mean maybe a little. I love being with
佢
you.
把
It's
聲好好
just a
聽
little
㗎。
overwhelming with you being in the NBA.
Tell me about it. I mean, just hurry up and graduate so you can come and hang out and we can do all this stuff together. Like, it's too much to take care of for one person, you know?
All right. Well, how about
How about
I enter the draft?
you enter the draft, the NBA draft?
NBA draft.
Okay.
I mean, I've been working on some shots. I've been watching
Really?
you.
Okay, let's.
佢都想打
So
NBA 啊！
you know, like a little bit of like that, and like a little bit of like that. You're not.
Okay.
You don't even see
I'm
what's
not even
happening.
seeing
Where
what's
is the
happening.
ball? We don't
Wow.
know.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
terrible.
I'll talk to coach and we'll see what we can do.
Tomorrow 2 p.m. 睇下得唔得閒先。唔得喎，要去賣廣告喎。又放你飛機，just like you to teach。Justice Young，
Hey yo!
但我唔想理你喎。大家好，歡迎翻嚟財經，都入唔到喎。係咯係咯，喐唔到。我想喺 YouTube 度開翻自己嗰條片。OK， 有新 message。What have you heard？ 佢問我 weather 點啊 ？Nothing. It's just raining over here。佢話落雨數，咁無聊嘅，講乜啊？哦，佢又有人想揾我做生意啊 ！Gatorade 同埋 Mountain Dew。Is that a coincidence？ 哦 ，Gatorade 定係 Mountain Dew？Gatorade 啊，Mountain Dew 勁難飲啊！Kyrie Irving、Uncle Drew 攞咗個電話，抄咗牌。Gatorade 啦，哇咁麻煩嘅，哦 ，OK， Hawks 對 對英隊亞特蘭大英隊。
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille
應該
O'Neal.
會玩到一場咯。
Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Checking out Atlanta playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do
哇，好
better.
似順好多喎，換咗呢個 WiFi 接收器之後。
And Kyle Korver, one of the best shooters.
K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Utah. And David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know
he's done a terrific job, Dave. Thank you. Well, the playoffs are coming up soon enough, Smitty, and everyone knows it's a different atmosphere in the playoffs.
哎呀，我唔係正選啦，
Having been there yourself many
我係
times,
正選。
just how different is
係啊
playoff basketball compared to the regular season?
What it is, Kevin, is best out of 7. You play this team over and over. You know all their sets, all their play calling,
Ooh.
and what you have to do is try to
3分
outwill them, outthink them. Totally different when you see a team this week. May not see them again for another 2 or 3 weeks.
So if you know what they're going to do, it's all execution. Right?
Yeah, it's
Just-
all execution.
空晒喎你。
Pick is coming, but who sets a good pick? Who rolls? Who's unselfish?
喂喂喂喂喂喂喂喂
For the
喂！
Atlanta Hawks. On the wings, it's Korver and Bazemore. Paul Millsap out there with help. And it's Schroeder in at the
你唔
point.
抽，
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time.
多咗14秒嘅 shot clock。
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Speedy. He's guarded by Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Here's Speedy. He can't get it to go. Korver with the defensive effort. On defense, Utah. It's a 3-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And in a conference game here, just a 2-game season series.
With that said, expect both squads to bring their A game. to both
快攻唔
matches.
俾我。
Hayward kicks to Gobert. Here's Speedy. He's guarded by Schroeder.
唉，我射波好快。
They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
Knocking down every kind of shot imaginable. Hard
Wait,
to
wait,
keep them
wait.
down when they are
Oh,
clicking
shit.
like that.
And the basket is good.
唉，我
So first
defensive
quarter,
big
just
down。
over a minute and a half in. The pass to Speedy.
上籃 M1，
And
哎
lots
呀
of， contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, you go around the league and talk to players, and a lot of them
Oof.
are in close touch with Prez. Surprising to see such a well-connected young player.
And it began with his time, I believe, playing for USA. And he's kept those relationships intact during his NBA career. Perez knows the value of reaching out to others and really just picking their brain.
One issue that always seems to catch up with rookies is the wear and tear of travel and the NBA season.
喂，點啊你
Prez is
想？
no exception to that.
Yeah, I mean, the late night flights, sleeping in a strange hotel,
Ooh,
all these things
yeah.
add up. When you're on the road,
Say that, say that.
it can sap the energy from a young player who isn't used to it.
And one thing about Prez and Young, when they're on the floor, you can just feel the energy on the team elevate.
And it becomes infectious. Everyone on the roster picks up on it, and the team can just run away with games because of it.
Tried to lay it in against some tough defense. Probably not the best decision right there.
And Jack gets it to Bazemore. Back to Jack. Well, all
咦
around.
窒喎窒喎，
That dishes to Bazemore. Will not go.
窒喎窒喎。
This is off the front eye. Here's Speedy. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. kicks to Gobert. Deflects the pass and stolen by Bazemore. Pushing it up. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain
block 咗佢，
So Utah
撳米都 block 就你，哇！俾人換啊！
Utah trailing here. And, you know, Steve, you ask around the league, when it comes to home court advantage, the Jazz have one of the best in the NBA.
輸入啦！
Very passionate crowd, very loud and dedicated. And of course, the altitude plays a factor too. Second highest in the league after Denver. And for visiting teams, you get winded much quicker.
On the court for Atlanta, Bazemore is the 3 with Millsap the 4. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cephalosha. And it's Howard in at center. Cephalosha passes to Schroeder. Off target from outside. For Utah, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. To the inside.
Dion
takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Diallo's got his first basket.
That's a solid pass right inside where his teammate wants it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Chris Humphries was
Yay.
one of the best rebounders in the league.
Come to my
and now, after a few years of tinkering with the
Justice.
court, he's become a pretty good shooting big man.
有責換都會間歇性質咯，而家。
After the 2015 playoffs, Wizards coach Randy Whitman suggested that Humphries work on his three-pointer. Humphries said, I hadn't really worked on it ever. I just had to adapt. I went at it trying to expand my game so I can play longer. Kevin?
I'm sure we'll see a lot of players trying to add that 3, DA. Thank you. Pass to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Schroeder.
咩又走咗？
Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Speedy. He's guarded by Schroeder. Young outside. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Schroeder. Break for Atlanta. Schroeder leading the charge.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Back to Young. He feeds it to Gobert. Here's Speedy.
Yeah,
veteran. What were some of the things you missed the least about playing on the road?
Just trying to feel time. You know, after shoot around, you get finished around 12. And then sometimes the game is not until 7, so you don't have that much time. But those days off, everybody's at work, and you're just roaming around the city.
Yeah.
You got to really get close to your teammates, do some things like going to the movies, having dinner, and basically getting your rest.
Routine's a big deal, isn't it?
It is. And obviously the one good thing you can do is get into the weight room and work on your body on the off time and give your body some rest.
Millsap misses.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open for one of his favorite spots.
1:27 left in the first half of the game. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
哎呀，我想長攬點解要帶佢出界啊？咁㗎。
Clock runs out and we're hit.
Let's go, gentlemen. We still have one more half. Listen, guys, we've got one.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Nice game, great performance by Kyle Korver.
You just love it when the decision making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Just fundamentally sound basketball.
Yeah.
That's what you want out of your offense of each and every game.
Speedy, he's in at the point. Hayward out there with Boris Diaw. And it's Young, and it's
仲輸緊4分喎，大佬。
That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And Howard, here we go. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Dwight Howard, you know, he's lost some explosiveness over the years, but still remains an intimidating presence when he's healthy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him a #1 option on the offensive end.
哇，好快嘅射罰球。
Running a pick and roll better than most when it comes to posting, and defensively, when he's moving well, a straight beast.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Dwight Howard. And talking about Howard's defense, he's blocking fewer shots these days, but he remains extremely difficult to score against in the paint.
Yeah, statistically, opponents still struggle to shoot against him. He has the power and instincts to stop most true centers from getting comfortable on the blocks, and his reputation goes a long way toward unnerving opponents.
And arguably the league's best rim protector, Rudy Gobert, 7'2", wingspan of 7'9". Steve, that's not bad. Great tools for the trade.
Yeah, on his toes, he can touch the rim, and he moves well for his size. He gets off the floor and a quick second jumper. He has work to do to get stronger, but he's only getting more and more intimidated when he keeps playing.
Speedy the pass to Diaw.
Foul in, yes.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many. And the Hawks, you know, really an interesting situation. When you go back 2 seasons ago, they had the best record in the East. Made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then last year they showed some slippage. I mean, and pretty soon everything was in play. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He also is one of the most skilled finishers in the league. Yet another spectacular play.
And for the Hawks, trade talk swirling last season, GA, from role players to their star players, it seemed nothing was off the table.
Yeah, but credit them for having a great culture and chemistry in that locker room. That kind of uncertainty takes a toll on anyone, though. And they've done their best to try to keep some stability and a roadmap to further success.
And Bazemore missing.
And this is not how they wanted to start out the second half. Just 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Speedy. It's guarded by Schroeder. For the lead. And again it will go. Basket is good from Speedy. Speedy's got 6 in the quarter.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
點解成日都 double team 我嘅？
Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, as always, the Atlanta Hawks run that fluid offensive system that is widely admired. You know, Steve Kerr, our old friend, used to say they get to the next level of their offense. You take away the first option, they automatically get to the second. You take that one, they automatically and fluidly get to the third option. Very few teams do that. Kevin?
Passing and shooting, DA, that's what it's all about. Thank you. Bazemore misses. Jazz leading by 4. There's Speedy.
Oh wait, yes, and one.
And he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They were so much better in the first half defensively. Fighting over screens, quick rotation.
And one completed.
Right now.
Here's what Utah's going
買啊買啊買啊！
with his jump in for Rudy Gobert.
你點解無啦啦咪抹個高佬嘅？
And Alec Burks
唔係高嘅呢條。
Atlanta also making some changes here. Splitters checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And Jared Jack is
你俾人搶好進攻籃板，唉嗱嘢。
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
There's Speedy.
Oh, in.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, easy call.
The Jazz have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
Too easy.
And right now at about 85%.
已經18分啦。
That's up from where
可唔可以創個職業新高咧？今場
Schroeder with a screen on Johnson.
兩個都冇。屌！我以為我同佢 switch 咗啊嘛，點知佢唔係 switch 咗。
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Speedy.
任射。
Jack against Burks. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The Jazz with another miss.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guard you, just try to move the basketball on.
好，第4節。
And it's Utah's ball.
唔低分喎，你得分。
17-6 run. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Paul Millsap. Howard is out there with Humphries. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Cephalosha in at the 2 spot. Speedy the pass to Gobert.
Gobert.
Good. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And for his career, Gobert has averaged better than
原來已經第4節，咁應該錯唔到個身高。
Well, fast break buckets are high percentage shots, but the game tends to grind down in the playoffs. You were just talking about this. What's the key to efficient half-court offense?
You know, I think, Kevin, you get a chance to see some of these teams run their offense, but the ball just stays on one side. You got to get the defense moving around so they can have some confusion so you can get some easy looks.
Yeah, keeping that, moving the ball side to side, keeping that defense moving. Easier said sometimes than done.
Oh, not yet.
You got to have unselfishness on that floor.
我唔應該無啦啦走去 double team 佢。
They look and say, I can make the play, but you got to just move.
Oh, charging, turnover.
And it's Speedy with the foul.
係啊。
That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
兩個 turnover 呢場。
Kicks to Millsap. Fades and shoots. Count it good. Millsap's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time. See, when you're going into the teeth of the defense, you have to go harder. Soft lay-in won't cut it.
Schroeder with the ball. Outside Millsap. It's hauled in by Dia. By Schroeder. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Hayward kicks to Young. Gobert the pass to Speedy. There's the feed to Young. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hayward gets it to go.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Jazz.
但係我想攞多2分喎。
Definitely a competitive game.
俾多2分我都唔得啊。
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll advance the win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game.
喂，罰球唔俾我射，頂啦！
Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man.
好，暫時係咁多先，下次翻嚟再玩過，拜拜。